wouldn't necessarily think that they take it as gospel, but I will say that there's a thing where people feel like, oh, if everybody's doing it, it must be okay. Like I'm comfortable with doing it because I know that I see that everybody's doing it. Other people are in the same situation as I am. So, it's like they sit in it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I see that in my classroom. Oh, if everybody's feeling, it's not me. It's because it's something about the human brain that works that way. And I think that that's the part that I'm a little nervous about. And I've been to the shows. I think they're very entertaining and all of that stuff. But I do think that what we've done is this whole situationship, this whole dating without a purpose, whatever your purpose is. I think we made it such a norm, and we're not thinking about what it's doing to our community, what it is doing to us, our children, right? Because
I got this for you.
Let me finish. Because everything that you do wrong does have a consequence. When you look at the consequence, you'll see that we're not headed in the right direction. And right now, like I said before, the consequence is we're having more and more kids who are born out of wedlock. We're having more, I don't know about STDs, but I can only assume if y'all have sex like that. Women and men, more body counts. That means you can't form great relationships because you haven't even disciplined yourself to be in a relationship. I mean, it's just so many different things. And our marriage rate is low. You can't deny that the marriage rates are low for whatever reason. And we can sit here and say it's because of divorce, but guess what? It's not bothering anybody else's race. They get divorced too. So we have to look at ourselves and say, is this hurting us? Is something about what we're doing that is really toxic? And if we're going to sit here, like I said before, we're going to sit here and talk about the music. We're going to sit here and talk about every week about getting stuff straight. We have to get this straight as well. We cannot, sleep on this. That's all.
So Shan, you've been to the shows. Could you call out any particular content creator who is promoting premarital sex or casual sex?
No.
Promiscuity
So
in general?
I don't think they're promoting it. What I'm saying is it's not a push for anything better. It's like a sit in it. Like, okay, you're in this. Well, let me tell you how you maneuver while you in this, or how you look. It's not a hey,
right, but they're still okay
this.
in
Let's
it,
try this. Let's be better at this. We should be. You've been. I have seen them say, "Oh, you've been with that girl for like so many years. When you gonna?" They joke around like that, maybe once or twice, but most of it is just like how you maneuver in the situation. Not necessarily okay. How do we get from here? You shouldn't be doing that. You should be here. Kind of situation.
I think a lot of people don't want to get married nowadays because
selfish.
A lot of people in marriages are cheating. Let's just put that on the table. So they might be dealing with somebody that's married and they now like, no, I'm scared to get married because this man married and he don't even care. Or this woman married and she don't even care. So, I mean, it's messed up either way.
And imagine if we promoted the people that are married and not cheating. Is how many people are on the panel that's married? Got what?
Most of the guys.
4 or 5, right? I can only assume that out of everyone on the panel that's married, they're not cheating. So just imagine if we promoted and said, "Oh no, the 5 out of 5 people that's on this panel right now, they not cheating on their spouse."
Just ask somebody.
I'm just saying what real life experiences are for most people.
Hold on, wait. But Viz, to a greater point, just because people cheat in marriage doesn't mean that the guiding principles for how a marriage should operate should change. You shouldn't say, "Oh, well, I know that a lot of people are cheating in their marriage, so let me tell you how to get away with it or how to cheat on your spouse."
I just said, okay.
Yeah, I know that's not what you're saying. What I'm saying is that to Tony's point, he's just giving you the guiding principles on how you should operate you should operate in dating leading up to marriage. That what happens in the negative aspects of relationships shouldn't change the guiding principles, because if you follow the guiding principles, there should be no cheat.
Period.
I think Tia was trying to.
But
Tia, was you trying to say something?
Who, me?
Yeah, you trying to say something?
I pretty much said what I had to say. I just I can't really speak on Tony's platform. I don't really know any of his content, so I can't say anything. But based on what you all are saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with either platform. More than one person can speak on a topic, and I believe that they do give solutions. It may not be something that another person may agree with, but I don't think that they give solutions based on how to maneuver within the issue. I think they do provide solutions to help people get out of their, or to solve their problems. That's the experience that I've had seeing the show, watching the clips. I don't see them dumping BS out and providing information to lead our community in a negative way. I believe that their purpose is to uplift the community. And I believe that's what Tony's platform is for too. I don't think there's anything wrong for either one. So I don't think that either one should judge either one. And I think that's the issue. One person is judging another without even knowing the full content of the show. And I think that's the real problem.
Okay.
I
We
think
can't go anywhere with judgment. We can't all align if it's judgment. That's you already going into it with a closed mind, and that's not gonna get us anywhere.
So it's two things. I know Viz stands by this a lot on King Talk and different shows. You have to stand on what you stand for and what it is that you are promoting and what you want to promote and how you live and your principles for yourself, right? My husband used to have a baseball organization, and my husband played professional baseball, college baseball, high school baseball. He played baseball his entire life. It was conflicting ideologies from the parents because my husband coached the children on the team as if they were all playing baseball for the point of either college scholarships or to play professional baseball. 60-70% of those parents understood what my husband's ideology was with his point of coaching, right? Because he had the experience as a professional baseball player, and he knew what it took for a child 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to either get a full scholarship for college or become a professional baseball player. When some parents could not understand, they would feel like, oh, well, all of the kids aren't playing baseball to get full scholarships, or some of us are here to play for recreation or to play for physical sport or just to be active. Well, at that point, my husband had to make it clear, this is how I'm coaching, this is what I stand for, and if you don't align with what I'm promoting here and what I'm pouring into my children, then this isn't the team for you. It's very simple. A lot of people in this day and age are choosing to bend and mold to what feels good to certain individuals and certain groups of people. You have to stand on what you stand on, promote on what you promote, regardless of where people are in their lives. People can navigate through anything, y'all. Human beings are able to, I always believe a person can turn around and change their situation no matter where they are. Their outcomes can always change and always be different depending on their mindset and what they take in. So in 2024, we're in a society where people are talking about churches are eroding. Why are churches eroding? Why don't people go to church as they did when we were growing up? You know why? Because pastors are bending and molding into feminism and women and all these different lifestyles because they feel, oh, well, we gotta think about these people and we gotta think about their people. But what is the principle? What should be said? What should be preached? What should be taught? Period, point blank. If you have a principle and you stand on it, your outcomes will continue to be the same. That's why you have programs like Alabama who were successful 30 years ago, and they're still successful 30 years from now because they stand on the same principles. We are a community that believes in let's do everything for everybody. Let's not talk or let's not judge. Y'all, if you don't stand on what you stand on, this is why we are as a community today. This is why we're standing in all the foolishness, from sexy red to everything else that we have going on, lack of marriage, lack of high divorce rates, because we are promoting things that are not based on what should be and what is for the betterment, not for just ourselves, but as community as a whole. What my parents stood on, I can look at my mom and dad being married this year, they'll make 49 years. High school sweethearts. I'm married to my college sweetheart. After tons of bumps and bruises, my marriage is so different than my parents' marriage. But guess what? The principles that they have being successful, even though they got married 49 years ago, are the same principles that are helping me and my husband stay in our marriage in 2024. It doesn't change. It won't change based on whatever the day's date is today. So whatever you are about what you say you're about, it doesn't change. And that's why Tony stands very 10 toes down on what he believes in. He can be accepting of all and loving of all, but you can still stand on what you believe in works and what doesn't work. And you can guide people and promote certain things that are going to help people be successful in their life, regardless if they can see the full picture of what they're currently sitting in.